Guys, it's me, Cheesy. So today we are going to be covering the Xbox Series X. Since last video we covered the PlayStation 5. X Leroy actually gave me the idea to do this video, so shout out to X Leroy. If you guys enjoy, please be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any feedback on the video. And let's get into the Xbox Series X details. If you haven't seen the trailer for the Xbox Series X, I'm going to play it for you right now. Okay, first we're gonna read the Xbox Series X price. Just like last time, I have my iPad, and we're gonna talk about the price. So the Xbox Series X doesn't yet have an official price, but we expect it to go for a premium given its high-end specs. For context, both the original Xbox One and the Xbox One X launched at $499, which is basically $500 price point. However, you will have an option to pay for your Series X in installments. The upcoming console has been added to Microsoft's Xbox All Access program, which allows you to finance an Xbox One S or an Xbox One X for as little as $19 per month. All Access members can upgrade to Xbox Series X starting on holiday 2020 once they've made 18 payments. However, even if the Xbox Series X winds up being much cheaper than the PS5, at least one analyst believes that the PS5 will sell more units. That's largely due to PlayStation's brand loyalty, as the PS4 has sold more than twice as many consoles as the Xbox One during their lifetimes. Of course, the Xbox Series X may not need to sell as many consoles this time around as it's taking more of an ecosystem approach, but we'll see how the numbers play out. The Xbox Series X isn't quite available for pre-order yet, but we'll be sure to update this section once it is. However, if you sign up for Xbox All Access now, you can eventually upgrade to Xbox Series X starting holiday 2020. Now let's get into one of the more important aspects of a console. It's the specs. So in a February 2020 blog post, Xbox chief Phil Spencer revealed the full specs of the Xbox Series X. The console features a custom processor that uses AMD's Zen 2 and RDNA's 2 architecture with a total of 12 teraflops. That's twice the graphical power of the Xbox One X. We also know that the system will feature 16GB RAM and that it will support external storage drives. A second blog post in March 2020 revealed even more details about the Xbox Series X specs. The console's biggest draw is arguably its ability to run any game at 4K resolution and 60 frames per second, a feat that usually requires a very powerful PC. Some games will go up to 120 frames per second, although the resolution may vary as they do so. The Xbox Series X specs have a slight edge over the PlayStation 5, at least on paper. For example, the Series X has 12 teraflops of graphics muscle, whereas the PS5 offers 10.3 teraflops. The Series X 1TB SSD also boasts a higher capacity than the 825GB SSD you'll find in Sony's next generation console, which is, of course, the PlayStation 5. On the other hand, the Xbox Series X is not guaranteed to run every game in 4K resolution and 60 frames per second. For example, Ubisoft is currently targeting at least 30 frames per second for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. In theory, this wouldn't be terribly different from the way that Assassin's Creed Odyssey runs on the Xbox One X. Although, to be fair, we also don't know how much more detailed the graphics might be or what kind of gameplay enhancements we might get. Still, it's good to bear in mind that 60 frames per second is a target, not a guarantee. A very important part of a console is the controller. So let's talk about the Xbox Series X controller. The Xbox Series X will launch with the new version of the Xbox wireless controller. While it looks fairly identical to the current Xbox One controller, the gamepad will feature a dedicated share button for easily capturing screenshots and game clips, as well as a revised D-pad based on that of the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. Other new features include textured dots on the bumpers and triggers, and a matte finish on both the shoulder buttons and the D-pad. In a blog post, Microsoft also says that its size and shape have been refined to accommodate an even wider range of people. Better yet, the new controller will also work with Xbox One and Windows 10 PCs, as well as iOS and Android via Bluetooth. It's also worth noting that the Xbox Series X will work with all existing Xbox One accessories. So your existing Xbox wireless controller or Xbox Elite wireless controller will carry over just fine. Let's talk about some of the launch game titles for the Xbox Series X. So, some of the first games we'll be playing once the Xbox Series X comes out. So, after the Xbox Series X gameplay reveal on May 7th, we have a much better idea about some of the console's third party titles. The company spent the most time discussing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the latest entry in Ubisoft's historical action stealth series. If you haven't seen the trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'll play it for you right now.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Halo Infinite will be one of the Xbox Series X launch titles, which means the fans can expect it during holiday 2020. But Halo Infinite isn't the only Halo game in the works either. According to a tweet from a developer, Halo company 343 Industries is looking for workers on a new project in the Halo universe. Anything beyond that would be pure speculation, but it does seem like there's another Halo game coming our way eventually, whether it's another entry in the main series or another spin off like Halo Wars. At the Game Awards 2019, Microsoft studio Ninja Theory revealed Senua Saga Hellblade 2, the sequel to the beloved 2016 psychological action game. The game is being built exclusively for Xbox Series X and PC, and the debut in-engine trailer should give you a solid idea of what the console is capable of. Blade 2 looks like a pretty interesting game, and the trailer looks really cool. And if you haven't seen the trailer, I'll play it for you now. Now, last but not least, we're going to talk about the Xbox Series X backwards compatibility. So, Microsoft has confirmed that all existing Xbox One games and accessories will work on Xbox Series X. That includes all of the best Xbox One games, as well as the hundreds of Xbox and Xbox 360 titles that are backwards compatible with Xbox One. Microsoft says that backwards compatible titles will enjoy better frame rates and resolution on Xbox Series X with no extra developer work needed. Even if you choose not to buy an Xbox Series X right away, you won't have to worry about missing any Microsoft exclusive titles. The company has committed to bringing out games for both the Xbox One and Xbox Series X for the near future. In contrast, Sony envisions some PS5 exclusive titles that won't get PS4 releases at all. The bottom line is that Microsoft seems interested in putting out its exclusive titles on a wider variety of platforms: the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC. One ambitious aspect of the Xbox Series X backwards compatibility is that it may be able to boost old games beyond their original performance parameters. A recent Microsoft blog post explained that the Xbox Series X could run certain older games at frame rates up to 120 frames per second and resolution of up to 4K. Considering that many of these games originally maxed out at 30 frames per second and 1080p, that's a marked difference. Of course, not every game will get this treatment. So that's pretty cool, that you'll be able to play older Xbox games on the Xbox Series X, but this time they're going to look way better than they used to look on the previous consoles. Microsoft has also been quick to point out that because of the Xbox Series X backwards compatibility, the console will launch with thousands of titles available to play. Granted, if you have an Xbox One, you'll be able to play most of these titles already, but the claim is technically true. Day one backwards compatibility will help players hit the ground running with a big library, although whether it's a library of new titles will largely depend on whether or not they already own an Xbox One. So that's it for the Xbox Series X details. I feel like I covered a lot less with the Xbox than I did with the PlayStation, but we'll be getting new information soon. I'm sure of it. For the Xbox and for the PlayStation, I'm sure we'll be getting new details, and hopefully some gameplay soon on the Xbox Series X. If you guys enjoyed this video, like I said earlier, please be sure to leave a like, comment if you have any feedback about the video, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.